What's up guys, it's Dallas here, and today we are here for another beginning of a pixel art tutorial series. This series is going to be working on our wasted pixel art, the tutorial series for this one. If you've joined me before when I was working on the wasted pixel art during the streams, this one takes a little bit of time to build. And just mainly once we get into the more detailed areas that take a while, but hopefully we can get right through this pretty fast. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I have many different tutorials on pixel art, so if you want to look around the channel, I'd be glad if you would. And let's get right into it. So before we get started, I do want to go over a few basic things. Usually what I'll start off with is making a giant wall behind the pixel art, so that way you have something to build on. It's a lot easier to use to build when you have a giant wall behind it. You technically don't have to have it, but it just makes it 20 times easier, and you can build a lot faster that way. I went ahead and got a few blocks that we'll need out in the beginning. I'll show you how to get the structure block here in a bit. I do want to say, like I said, if you're brand new, or even if you've been on here for a while, I always want to say it's good to have the enthusiasm to want to get pixel art done, but try not to burn yourself out, because it happens a lot, even to me. And yeah, okay, so we're gonna start off with our wall. So you're gonna find a nice open area to build. I wouldn't recommend building next with another pixel art like I am. I'd recommend spacing it out a bit. So also make sure I have a copy of your world. Go ahead and copy it now. Usually if you're gonna go and make a lot of progress on something, make sure to copy that world, because it is a chance that anything could happen, get corrupted or any of that stuff, and that would suck. Go ahead and find your base point. Once you do, I recommend going ahead and having like a sheet of paper out and writing down the coordinates. Depending on which direction you're building in, what the number goes up and down, which number goes up and down. Oh shoot, I just realized in the other video I messed up with this. Alright, if you have a negative number and if it is going up, what you're going to want to do is you're wanting to subtract. If you have negative number and it's going down, then you want to add, right? Yeah. And if you just have like a number, a normal number like I do, which is going, since I'm going to be working making this wall going to the right and it's going up, I'm going to add to this. So this wall is actually going to be, and that's why I have the sign here, is going to be plus whatever number, or so like I said, I'm building to the right here of this block, so it's going to be going up. So to that I'm going to add 225, because we're going to be going 225 to, well, I'm going to the right. You can build it in this direction if you really wanted to. I have it going this way because that's, well, the way that I have my wall going at the moment. And then for the height, and so basically I'm adding that 225 to the left number, which puts me at 613. And then for the height, we all should be at base level pretty much 4. Make sure to build this on a flat world, because if you don't, then you're gonna hit the build line, and that's gonna suck. And the reason I say this is because I've actually seen people not build it on flat world before. So if you're building it at base for number 4, then the height should be 229. And so let me just put that like there, and I'll leave that there for a bit so you guys can look at that if you need to. And then whichever number and whatever direction you're building in, the number that doesn't move pretty much can just stay the same, and you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to be using the /fill command, and like I said, I already have all my numbers wrote down that I need, so I'm going to do /fill. And in other tutorials I explain this a lot better. I don't know why recently I can't. It's tough for me to explain this part. It is kind of difficult to explain, but hopefully you get the gist and idea of it. Should be 388, 4, and then negative 930. If you have any questions or anything, just make sure to leave a comment down below. Shoot, I did not mean to press that. And then I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I read every single comment. I just don't respond to them all the time because yeah, there's a lot, and I have tried to respond to as many as I possibly can. Sometimes I do have free time where I can just respond to all of them. So for this Y, the second Y one, we're not putting in the full Y, we're just going to put it at the 4 that make one single row across to make sure we got all the numbers right. The risk of the fill command is actually you can destroy stuff, so that's why I always say copy the world. So I'm going to be using concrete, like black concrete for the background, like I usually do. And for black concrete, it's going to be concrete 15. There you go. And as you see, it filled in 225 blocks to the right. Alright, now what we're going to do is going to go change that Y coordinate, that 4. Since it really can't fill in all this at once, we're doing 50 at a time. So I'm going to go 50, and we're just doing that 50 at a time until we get up to where we need it to be. So 50, and then we'll make this one 100. Alright, and then we'll make this 150. And we'll go over here, 200. And then we can go ahead and at this 150, we're just going to type in 229. Actually, we're going to type in 228 because it tends to build 1 over what we generally need. There we go. And now we have this done. Also, while I'm right here next to it as well, I'm also starting the tutorial to my Naruto and Ninetales pixel art here. I started doing the tutorial for it today, so that's the first video. That's how much we've gotten done so far. So if you also like, check that out as well. I put the link in the description for that. I probably won't, probably forget. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get us a structure block. All right. I'm just gonna move these one over real quick so I can, because I need to be right where they're at. And this is why I wanted a keyboard. I bought a wireless keyboard for this, I just never used it. Okay, so what we're doing is we're gonna grab us a structure block. To grab a structure block, all you have to do is type in this right here, /give @s structure block structure _ block, and then boom, it'll give you a structure block. I recommend pausing the video on this right here so you can see, and then type that in. Once you have yourself a structure block, what we're actually going to do is we're doing this so we can make this really easy for us. Okay, so I'm going to place it right here, one away from the wall, so I can get ready to build this. So in this Z part, we're going to go ahead and type in -2 to offset it back to wall. We're typing in on the Z part to left 1. So into right we put -2, and then at the left one we put 1. And you want to have it 1 away from the wall, so leaving 1 block gap, and that way, and it'll look like that. For the X part, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna type in 64. That's the maximum it can go. And it'll go all the way down here. Okay, right here. This will be block 65, so I'm gonna go ahead and put right here a sign 65, so that way I know how far over we are. Right in front of that sign, I'm placing another structure block, doing the same thing. Z -2, and then going over here to the left 1, and then X. I'm gonna go ahead and put for this time, I don't know, I wrote it down somewhere, 36. There we go. I'm going to build all the way to right here. So this is about in the middle, kind of. And there's actually a specific reason for we're doing this. So the first thing we're going to do is grab a snow block. Alright. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go right here in front of the structure block, bottom left corner. I'm going to build all the way over to the very end of the outline. So with the structure blocks, you can basically see the entire this little white outline, which is quite useful. We're just gonna build all the way to right here. There we go. And that just saves us a whole bunch of time of counting out all those blocks. And then over here at the very far left, on top of the and this is snow I'm using. Hopefully I stated that. Yeah, we're using snow. We're gonna build all the way up to the very top. Now, after we've done building this, you don't really need the structure blocks anymore. You can leave it there if you want, just in case you think you're gonna mess up and you want to just start over from scratch or whatever. I don't know. You can leave it there, is what I'm saying. It's up to you. Me personally, I'm gonna leave it there just for reference for anyone who needs to see it later on. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the very far right over here. Alright, so we're gonna start off right here on top of the far right snow block. We're gonna go up 3 more on top of it with snow. So 1, 2, 3. Next thing we're gonna do from there, we're gonna go and grab us some white concrete. Heads up, this video is probably gonna be around 40 minutes long, just because I just spent 10 minutes getting this everything prepped. So usually the videos are around 30 minutes long, but this one's gonna be 40. So white concrete on top of that snow block. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take us diorite and polished diorite. We're gonna place diorite on top of the white concrete and then place 2 polished diorite on top of the normal diorite. Then we're gonna take us clay. I'm gonna take the clay and we're gonna place the clay on top of the polished diorite. From there, we're gonna go ahead and take us a birchwood log. Place the birchwood log on top of the clay block. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take us black concrete. I'm gonna place black concrete to right of the clay block, going down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that's really hard to see, and I do apologize about that, but it's there. And then we're gonna go ahead and take us polished andesite. We're gonna place polished andesite underneath the black concrete. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take us the light gray wool, place that to right of the polished andesite. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab us normal andesite. We're gonna place that to right of the light gray wool. Then we're gonna take us polished andesite again, place that to right of normal andesite. From there, we're gonna go ahead and grab us stone. I'm gonna place stone to right of the polished andesite. And then we're gonna go ahead and take us black concrete. On top of the stone, we're gonna place black concrete going to the right 2, 1, 2. And then we're gonna go ahead and take us snow underneath the stone. We're gonna place a snow going to right 2, 1, 2. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab us light gray concrete powder. We're gonna place light gray concrete powder on top of the right snow. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, underneath the stone where we place 1 snow, we're gonna place another snow underneath that snow. Then we're gonna place white wool. Go ahead and grab us some white wool here. We're gonna place that underneath the snow. And then we're gonna place the right of that white wool snow, and then white wool right of that snow. On top of that white wool, we're gonna place snow going up to 1, 2, and then place white wool to right of it at the very top. In between this little gap down here, we're gonna place snow, and then we're gonna go ahead underneath the right white wool. We're gonna go ahead and place, or underneath the far right one, all the way at the very top. We're gonna go place snow all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and fill in this gap right here all with snow. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill all this in back to the left, and I'll back away to show you what we've got done so far. There we go. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take us our andesite. We're gonna place that to right of the light gray concrete powder, and then we're gonna take us light gray wool, and we're gonna place that to right of the andesite. Once again, to right the white wool, we're gonna place the snow, and then place light gray concrete powder on top of the snow. Then we're gonna take us andesite, place that to right of the light gray concrete powder, then take us stone and place that to right of the andesite. Then to right of the andesite, we're gonna place this, or to right of the stone, we're gonna place andesite. Underneath that andesite, we're gonna place this white wool. And then underneath the white wool, we're gonna go down 2 snow. 1, 2, white wool to left of the bottom snow. To right at the bottom snow, we're gonna place this 1 more snow to the right, and then to there's 2 more white wool to the right. So 1, 2, From there, what we're going to do on top of the right white wool, we're going to place snow going up to 1, 2. We're going to place on top of that snow andesite, 1 polished andesite to the left of it, and then we're going to place a stone to the left of the polished andesite. Underneath the right white wool, we're going to place a snow, and we're just going to fill in these gaps right here with snow. I'm going to fill all this in. Give me one split second. Give me another cough drop. So I haven't mentioned this in this video. Just for anyone who's new to the channel, if you haven't seen the video, I ended up getting the coronavirus. So I do apologize. My voice kind of sound like, yeah, all over the place. Also, it sound like I'm opening up something. It's probably a cough drop, because I just have a bit of a sore throat at the moment, but it just kind of sucks. So yeah, to the right of the andesite, we're gonna place this stone. And then to the right of stone, we're gonna place this 2 andesite, 1, 2. Then we're gonna place polished andesite to the right of the andesite we just placed, and then we're gonna grab us stone bricks, and we're gonna place stone bricks to the right of the polished andesite. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place 2 andesite to the right, or 2 polished andesite to the right of the stone bricks, 1, 2. Underneath the right polished andesite, we're gonna place this snow. Underneath that snow, we're gonna place this 2 white wool going back to the left. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Underneath the right white wool, we're gonna place snow all the way down to the ground. And we're just gonna fill all this in with snow. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a stone. We're gonna place 2 stones to the right of the polished andesite, 1, 2. And then place andesite, polished andesite to the right of the stone, 1. And then we're gonna go ahead and place us stone to the right of the polished andesite, 1, and then place polished andesite to the right of the stone, 1, and then we're going to place a clay block, 1 to the right of the polished andesite. Underneath that clay block, we're going to place a snow, 1. Underneath that snow block, we're going to place this white wool, 1, and then we're going to place underneath the white wool snow down to the ground and just fill all this in with snow right here. Alright. After this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place to the right of the clay block white wool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and clear up my hotbar here. And I'm going to grab a few different blocks here. I'm going to grab white concrete powder. I'm going to grab an iron block. And grab white wool. And I'm also going to go ahead and grab gray terracotta. Alright, also forgot to mention this in this video. If you go to your settings, you go to your controller, or if you're on keyboard or mouse, go down to here to pick block. I have that set to my left D-pad. It's basically where you can just pick up a block. If you're looking at it like this, very useful if you like build. It's useful in survival too. It'll pull it out of your inventory if you have the block in your inventory, but in creative it'll just give you the block, which is quite useful. Just a little fun tip. On top of the right clay block here, we're going to go up to gray terracotta, 1, 2. Oh, I also forgot to mention we're going to grab gray concrete. I'm going to place gray concrete on top of the gray terracotta, 1, and then place gray terracotta on top of the gray concrete. Then place gray concrete on top of the gray terracotta. Over here on top of the right white wool, we're going to place this iron block on top of it. Up to white concrete powder, and then place white wool on top of the white concrete powder, and then place white concrete powder on top of the white wool. Alright, from there what we're going to do next is... Alright, so what we're going to do next, actually, it's quite simple. We're going to grab us snow. The right of the white concrete powder right here. We're just going to place snow all the way over to the very right, all the way to the far end of the wall. Now, there is a slight chance that the wall could be one too long to the right, one too far to the right. If that is the case, we'll just break this later on. And if you couldn't figure out the whole wall thing, just let me know, and because the wall does make working on this 20 times easier, trust me, especially once we get more towards the top. So Yeah, I definitely recommend having it. And we're just gonna fill all this in with snow. So I just built snow all the way to the very right, all the way to the end, and loop back around, and we're just gonna fill all this in. So the bottom part is actually part of the easiest part of this. It's the bottom half. That's easy, and then once you get up to the top half is when it starts to get more difficult. Alright, here we go. I'm almost halfway done filling all this in. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now that we have that filled in, we're gonna go ahead and start working more down here, making our way to the left a bit more. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to take us our black concrete, and we're gonna go up 3 on top of the polished andesite. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna take us black concrete powder, and we're gonna place black concrete powder on top of the black concrete, and then place black concrete on top of black concrete powder. To the left of the bottom black concrete, I'm going to go ahead and take us black wool, place that to the left of black concrete at the very bottom, and then place black concrete to the left of the black wool. Then to the left of black concrete at the bottom, we're going to go black wool, then black concrete powder to the left of it. Then we're going to place this black concrete to the left of black concrete powder 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place this black concrete powder to the left of black concrete 1, and then we're going to go ahead and take us black concrete to the left of black concrete powder 1, and then we're going to go ahead and take us our gray terracotta. We're going to place that to the left of black concrete 1, and then we're going to go ahead and place us black concrete to the left of the gray terracotta 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of the black concrete is on top of the polished andesite. We're going to place us black wool 1, and then we're going to grab us a coal block. On top of the black wool, we're going to place a coal block on top of it. I'm going to go ahead and grab us gray wool. I'm going to place the gray wool to right black wool, going up 2, 1, 2. On top of the coal block, I'm going to place black concrete powder, and on top of the black concrete powder, I'm going to place this black concrete. We're going to go ahead and we're going to place us gray concrete next. So we're going to go ahead and grab us gray concrete. We're going to place that on top of the gray wool, and then we're going to take us polished andesite. I'm going to place that to right of the gray concrete, and then to right at the bottom gray wool. I'm going to go ahead and place us to right at the bottom gray wool. We're going to place this polished andesite. We place it to right of the gray concrete up top and the gray wool at the very bottom. Then we're going to grab us gray concrete powder. I'm going to place that on top, or in between the polished andesite, and then we're going to grab it ahead and we're going to grab a cyan terracotta, and we're going to take the cyan terracotta, we're going to place it to the right of the polished andesite at the bottom and the polished andesite at the top, and in between the two we're going to go ahead and grab us coal ore and place coal ore going to right 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go ahead and place us underneath the right coal ore. We're going to place a stone going to the right 2, 1, 2, and then to right of it place coal ore. Then we're going to go ahead and grab us andesite and place andesite on top of the right coal ore, and then we're going to the top right coal ore, and then we're going to place us cyan terracotta to right of it, and then we're going to take us polished diorite, and we're going to place a polished diorite underneath the cyan terracotta. And then we're going to go ahead and grab us mossy stone bricks. Place mossy stone bricks to the right of the polished diorite. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab us acacia wood logs. And place acacia wood log underneath the right mossy stone brick. And place the acacia wood log on top of the left mossy stone brick. Then we're going to take us stone and place stone to the right of the top acacia wood log. And grab wool. Place wool to the right of the mossy stone brick. Next thing we're going to do is take us gray concrete, place gray concrete on top of the gray wool, and then we're going to go ahead and grab us gray concrete powder, place gray concrete powder underneath the gray wool. Next thing we're going to do from there is we're going to go ahead and we are going to take us mossy cobblestone. We're going to place mossy cobblestone on top of the black concrete powder, going up to 1, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and place stone to the right of the bottom mossy stone, or mossy cobblestone. One stone to the right at the bottom mossy cobblestone, and then place mossy cobblestone to the right of the stone at the very bottom. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab us cyan terracotta. I'm going to place the cyan terracotta to the right of the mossy cobblestone at the far right, and then we're going to go ahead and grab us coal ore. I'm going to place that on top of the cyan terracotta and then place stone on top of that coal ore. And then on top of the mossy cobblestone, we're going to go ahead and take us light gray concrete powder. My brain just shut off for a second there. I'm going to take us light gray concrete powder and gray concrete powder and place light gray concrete powder on top of mossy cobblestone, and then place gray concrete powder on top of the light gray concrete powder. Then we're going to take us diorite. I'm going to place diorite to the left of the light gray concrete powder, and then place us coal ore on top of the diorite. Then we're going to go and grab us bedrock and place that to the left of the coal ore. Next thing we're going to do is grab us gray terracotta. We're going to place gray terracotta going to left 2 on top of the bedrock, 1, 2. On top of the coal ore, we're going to place black concrete. And then we're going to place to the right of black concrete powder. And then on top to the right of the black concrete powder, we're going to place us gray concrete. Next thing we're going to do, to the left of the gray terracotta, we're going to place black concrete powder to the left of it. And then we're going to take us a coal block. We're going to place that to the left of the black concrete powder. And then we're going to go ahead and take us our gray terracotta, place that to the left of the coal block. And then we're going to go ahead and take us our black concrete, place that to the left of the gray terracotta. And then to the left of that, we're going to go ahead and place another coal block. And to the left of the coal block, we're going to place this black wool. And then to the left of the black wool, we're going to place this black concrete powder. Alright, and so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down back over here to the far left at the bottom. To the left of the black concrete, we're going to place this coal block. And to the left of that, we're going to place black concrete powder. To the left of that, we're going to place this black concrete. To the left of that, we're going to place this black concrete powder. To the left of that, we're going to place this another coal block. And then to the left of the 2 black concrete, that's to the left of that coal block, we're going to place this gray terracotta. And then to the left of that, we're going to place this black concrete. And to the left of that, we're going to place this black wool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab us some bedrock. On top of the black wool, we're going to place this bedrock going to the right 2, 1, 2. On top of the right bedrock, we're going to go up 2 bedrock, 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and grab us cyan terracotta. And we're going to place on top of the left bedrock right here, 1 up 2 cyan terracotta, 1, 2. Next thing we're going to do from there is we're going to go ahead and take us black concrete powder. We're going to go ahead on top of the black concrete and place black concrete powder going to right 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to go ahead and grab us gray terracotta, place gray terracotta on top of the bedrock, 1. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place us black concrete. Black black concrete to right of the gray terracotta 1, and then gray terracotta to right of the black concrete 1. And then we're going to take us black wool, place that to the right of the gray terracotta at the very top 1. We're going to grab us coal block, place that to the right of the black wool 1. Then we're going to go ahead and take us black concrete, place that to right of the black of the coal block 1, and then place us black wool to right of the black concrete 2, 1, 2, and place black concrete to right of it 1, black, then we'll place coal block to right of that 1, and then we're going to place us downright diagonal from the coal block, we're going to place us coal ore 1, and then we're going to go ahead and place us on top of that coal ore black concrete powder. Back away so you can see how much we have done. I think you messed up anywhere. Just here's a clear shot so you can look. Also, another thing I haven't mentioned yet, so what I do plan to do, if you've been part of the channel for a while, or if you just looked around on the channel, one thing I do is I do streams where I just work on a pixel art. Usually I have like a specific pixel art I work on for a while. We're in those streams. I'm almost done with the Spider-Man one at the moment. The general idea is either probably not the next stream, but once I finally get done with the Spider-Man pixel art, once I start something new, I'm going to have it where the world will be open to people to join in while I'm working on the pixel art, so you can either watch or just check out the world. Or if you're working on like one of these pixel arts and you think you messed up, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta figure out what I did wrong, and get all upset about that, you're able to come onto the world and look around and try to see the difference between mine and yours and see if you can find a mistake easily. And so I'm hoping that'll just kind of help everyone out. And so the whole purpose of that is, so you can kind of be able to interact as well. The only issue, the only big thing is like, just don't fly in front of me while I'm trying to focus on building during that, and we'll be good. So we're gonna go and grab us light gray concrete powder, polished andesite, gray concrete powder, gray wool, acacia wood log, diorite, and mossy cobblestone. We're going to start over here to right at the bedrock. On top of this gray terracotta, we're going to place us light gray concrete powder. Then on top of that, polished andesite. On top of that, we're going to place andesite. To right at the light gray concrete powder, we're going to place us acacia wood log. Then we're going to place us gray wool on top of that. Then we're going to place us gray concrete powder. To right at the gray concrete powder, we're going to place us polished andesite. To right of that, we're going to place us gray wool. To right of that, we're going to take us our gray terracotta, place that to right at the gray wool. To underneath that, we're going to place us gray concrete. Place it gray concrete underneath the gray wool. And then we're going to place us to left, or underneath the polished andesite diorite, and then we're going to place underneath the diorite gray concrete, and then to the right, or on top of the coal block, we're going to place those gray concrete powder, and then to right of the gray concrete powder, we're going to take us cyan terracotta. We're going to place cyan terracotta to right of the gray concrete powder, and then on top of the cyan terracotta, we're going to place gray concrete powder on top of it. To right of that gray concrete powder, we're going to place this mossy cobblestone. Underneath mossy cobblestone, we're going to place this gray wool, and on top of it, we're going to place gray concrete powder. To right of the gray concrete powder at the very top, we're going to go ahead and take us stone, and place that stone to right the gray concrete powder at the very top. Then we're going to go ahead and take us bedrock. We're going to place 2 bedrock to right of the stone at the very top, 1, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and take us cyan terracotta. We're going to place cyan terracotta 2 underneath the coal ore to the right, 1, 2. Then we're going to place us gray wool to the left of the cyan terracotta at the very bottom. Then we're going to go ahead and take us acacia wood log, place that on top of the gray wool. Then to the left of the gray wool, we're going to go ahead and place this bedrock, and then we're going to place on top of the bedrock gray concrete. To the left of the gray concrete, we're going to place this cyan terracotta, and then we're going to go ahead and take us sorry, my brain just freaking turned off. Andesite, we're going to take us some andesite and place that underneath the cyan terracotta. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clear out my hotbar here. We're gonna grab us some snow, white wool, birchwood log. On top of the black concrete powder to left right here, we're gonna place this white wool one on top of it. Up left diagonal from that, we're gonna place white wool going up 2, 1, 2. Then we're gonna grab us our snow. On top of the white wool to the right here, we're gonna go up 3 snow, 1, 2, 3. White wool on top, 1. I'm gonna place 1 snow on top of that white wool, 1, and white wool on top of it. So it should look like this. And then we're gonna go ahead to right the white wool at the very top. We're gonna take us an iron block. And we're going to take the iron block, we're going to place that to right of the white wool at the very top. Then we're going to go ahead and place diorite to right of the iron block at the very top, and place diorite underneath the iron block as well. To right of the diorite, we're going to go ahead and place a snow going down 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's to right at the very far right diorite. From there, we're going to go ahead and place this white wool underneath that snow going down 2, 1, 2. And then underneath that white wool, we're going to place us snow underneath it 1. Then we're going to go ahead and take us white concrete. And we place white concrete 1 to the left of the snow at the bottom. And then we're going to place us white concrete powder. My brain just shut off again. Oh, come on. Oh, I love this. Why is that? Why is it so glitchy at sometimes? Like, it's weird. Okay. Right as snow, white concrete powder, and that's at the very bottom here. Then we're going to take us polished diorite, place that to right of the white concrete powder, and then we're going to place us on top of the white concrete powder diorite, and on top of that diorite we're going to place this polished diorite, and then to right of the polished diorite at the very bottom here we're going to place this white wool. Over here to the left of the white concrete we're going to place us a birchwood log to the left of it. Over here to far right, to right the white wool, we're going to place a snow going to the right 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take us snow on top of the left snow, and we're going to go up 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go ahead and place white concrete powder on top at the very top here. Then place white concrete to the left of it. And then we're going to go ahead and grab us stone, place stone to the left of the white concrete, and then we're going to go ahead and up left diagonal from the stone we're going to take us bedrock, place bedrock going to left 2, up left diagonal 1, 2. Underneath the right bedrock we're going to place us a birchwood log. Alright, and then we're just going to go here to far left. We're going to go ahead on top of the birchwood log. So to here we're going to place a cyan terracotta. We're going to go up to cyan terracotta on top of the birchwood log. Then we're going to go ahead and grab us gray wool. We'll place gray wool to right at the bottom cyan terracotta. We're going to grab us black concrete powder, place that on top of the gray wool. We're going to place gray wool on top of the black concrete powder, and then we're going to grab us mossy cobblestone. We'll place mossy cobblestone on top of the gray wool at the very top here. We're going to take us a stone. We're going to take the stone and place it on top of the mossy cobblestone. We're going to take us light gray wool. And we're going to place the light gray wool. And we're also going to take us light gray concrete powder. Replace this light gray wool on top of the cyan terracotta and place the light gray concrete powder on top of the light gray wool. Next thing we're going to do from there is we're going to grab us clay block. We're going to place the clay block on top of the polished diorite. And then we're going to place diorite on top of the clay block, and then place clay block on top of the diorite. From there we're going to go ahead and we're going to take us gray wool, place gray wool on top of the polished diorite, and then we're going to take us light gray wool to the right of the gray wool. Then we're going to place us acacia wood log, place that on top of the light gray wool, and then we're going to go ahead and take us andesite, and then we place that to the left of the acacia wood log. And on top of that andesite, we're going to go ahead and place us 2 light gray wool, and then we're going to go ahead and grab us bedrock, place that on top of the light gray wool, and then we're going to place us full ore to the right of the bedrock, going it down to 1, 2, and grab us polished andesite and place that underneath the coal ore. There we go. I think that's where we're gonna leave off for today, or for at the moment. I might come out with another video later on today. We'll see how that goes, because I do have a long list of things to do. But yeah, so real quick before I end, because I do have something very important to say, very important. So please don't exit out the video just yet. So if you're watching this on the day it's uploaded, like I said, I've started the Naruto pixel art tutorials, started the wasted one. My plan is to work on as well. I don't think I'm going to stream the Spider-Man one today, but when I get this finished up, I will be doing this one. I will be starting the tutorials on it. Dear goodness gracious, have mercy on whoever's doing that, because like I said, it's the biggest one I've done so far, and it's about ×2 of like the one that we just started working on right now. It's like twice the size, but of course a lot more detail. So Pokemon one, I already have a video ready to be uploaded. I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload it today or not. And Death Race for Love, I'll definitely continue with that. I plan to start the first one of my other Naruto one, the Naruto Sage Mode one, and I also plan to do the tutorial to either work on finishing up or doing just a second video of this one over here. And so we'll see how that goes. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hope to see you all in the next one. I'll see you guys later on. Bye.